guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy this video and think about subscribing by the end of it. If you are a returning viewer, hi guys, I'm glad you're back. I love you so much. So today I am doing a on-haul video. I have never done one before. I wasn't sure how to do one, so I researched and watched videos. It was really hard. It exhausted me because I just laid in bed all day and watched those videos. But now I know I am more educated and I'm ready to go. So I spent like the last 20 minutes looking through my bookshelves and figuring out what the heck I bought that I have never read or have no desire to ever read again. I really don't know what I was thinking when I bought some of these. It's got to be the price or a cover buy of some sort, because looking back over these, there's no way I would ever read them. Before I begin though, there is a giveaway at the end of this video. So you have to watch to the end if you want to figure out what book that is and the rules about it. I'm excited to do another giveaway. I love doing them because I love my viewers and people that talk to me on Twitter and stuff, so I like to give back. So the first book that is in my on-haul video is Shutter by Courtney Alameda. This follows Michelle Helsing, which is like a great descendant of Van Helsing, the vampire slayer. You've probably read about him or watched his movie. And this is basically Michelle is a demon ghost hunter along with her family crew of Van Helsingites. Van Helsinginites. People that kick demon and ghost booty. That's what I'm calling them. Something goes wrong, people get infected, and they need to find the cure or dwada, something like that. I thought it was totally cool because of this cover. I was like, ooh, that's kind of creepy. And I like creepy. And I thought maybe, just maybe, for once a book would scare me or something. No, nada. I have never found a book that has scared me. Nothing. Grossed out maybe, a little squeamish. But never one that's totally scared me, and I thought maybe this would do it, but no, not at all. So, I stopped reading 5 chapters in. I usually try to do at least 4 chapters before DNFing it, but this was a DNF I could not finish for the life of me. It was just boring, and I couldn't stand the characters. The next one on the on-haul list is The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine. Not gonna lie, total cover buy because look at this, it's really pretty, and I've actually have her other books. Can't remember what series is, I'll put it right here, but I have those books and they sound phenomenal. I've read the first one and really liked it, so I thought, why not try this one? This one bored me to tears. No joke, I had tears coming out of the corner of my eyes because of how boring this was. I could not get past 14 pages. 14 pages, guys. You know it's not good if you can't read past 14 pages. And that was me, so. The next one on my on-haul list, I'm probably going to get so many comments maybe on this one, but it is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is about a group of kids that perform a heist together. Pretty much all I need to explain about it. It sounded pretty neat. I was like, okay, kids, they band together, they got their issues, and we follow them, and they do a heist. Why not? It sounds pretty neat, actually. I thought I'd like it, but no. I could not get into it for the life of me. I tried 4 times over the past, how many years I've had this book, and it's just not working for me. It has not worked for me, and it probably will never work for me. And as much as I love the cover, it looks really cool, it's going to have to be on my unhaul because I need room for books that I actually will read in the future, and it's just in the way. I also don't like how many POVs there are. There's a lot, and it's hard to keep up and remember who has what problem going on in their little teenage angst-filled life. The next one is a series. Well, I have 2 of them currently because that's as far as I got. But Fallen and Torment by Lauren Kate. I finished Fallen, and it took me a while to get into. It was a slow beginning, I felt like. But once I've reached probably like 30% through, I started to enjoy it more, and so I finally finished it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try the second one. But I could not, I could not get into it for some reason. And I didn't want to try reading it over again, so I DNF'd it about 5% in. So not very far, but I just could not do it. It's just too slow, and there's a lot of description details that's not needed. And there were scenes that would just go on and on and on. And I'm like, I can't do this. I have other books I could be reading that will not boggle me down with their intense descriptive words. The next one I only bought for like $2 at the thrift store, so it's not too much of a loss, but again, one of those I thought would scare me, and it turned out not to. It was a failure. Did not scare me. And that is In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. To be very honest, I'm not sure what this book is about. I stopped reading 4 chapters in, and I just, ugh. I don't know, guys. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't follow it. The main character was annoying me. She was pretty whiny, to me anyways, personally. And so I just DNF'd it. The cover looks kind of mysterious and creepy, so I thought that's what it would be, but no. So, it's going. The next one, The next one is Untold by Sarah Reese Brennan. I got this from the dollar store, which I didn't know there were books at the dollar store beforehand. So, yeah, but I got this and it sounded interesting. But this is one of the cases of where you're looking up a book and you find book 2, what you think is book 1, so you click on it, right? And you read the synopsis and you're like, oh wow, a lot happens and it's very forth-telling. There's no secret about this book, and then you realize you're holding book 2 and not book 1. So I knew what happened before I could read the description of book 1, and I decided, no, I'm not going to do that because that sounds really dumb. So, I have not read this one because I know how book 2 is going to happen, and I've decided not to because I think what happens in book 2 sounds dumb, and I'm not putting myself through that. The next one was another dollar store find, and that is A Wanted Man by Rebecca Hangman Lee. That's an interesting name. Yeah. Okay, it has romance, cowboys, and it's set in like a historical setting. It doesn't say on the back what year it is or what, but it's right up my alley, and I thought, oh yeah, I love cowboys, duh, and romance, even bigger duh. And it just kind of flopped for me. So the next one I got in my Owl Crate box like centuries ago. Oh my gosh. Books. Not really centuries ago. I'm not that old. It was back in like January of last year. So 2016 maybe. But that is The Serpent King by Jeff Zenter. The thing with doing any book box is you never know what book you're going to get, and this is just one I would never read. That it just wouldn't, from the sounds of it, it's just not something I'm interested in, and I did give it a go. You know, I'm not someone that just says, oh no, I'm not that much of a picky book reader, but I decided to give it a go, and I just could not. It's not my thing, you know, it's just really not. The next one I DNF'd like 15% through, and that's Asylum by Madeleine Rowe. Rowe? Maybe it's French perhaps, I don't know. I like the photos inside, and the story was a good idea, but it was not executed very well. It's weirdly written. I don't like the way it's written. There we go, I said it. I don't like the way this author writes, so it's just... But the pictures are really neat, and I like the idea behind it. The next is Land Run Brides by Janet Lee Barton. I think there's like 3 different stories in here, actually. And again, it's like a historical cowboy romance bride type thing. I've bought this 2 years ago, and I've just never read it. And now that I looked at it, I realized I'm never going to read it. Just, I don't know, I'm not interested anymore, so why have it sitting on my shelf if I'm never going to read it? So I'm going to read it. This one is How Not to Find a Boyfriend by Allison Valentine. I thought it was pretty cute back in the day when I bought it, but again, I have not read it. Now I have no interest in reading it, so it's going out the door and off my bookshelf. So the next one I bought at the Goodwill many eons ago. A lot of this is eons ago. I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself, but that's just what's happening. This is Think Twice by Lisa Scott-Holine. Scott-Holine? Something to do about having a twin sister who turns out evil and possibly murdered someone. I don't know. I thought it'd be interesting, but it's too contemporary, I guess, for me. Is that a thing? Can it be a thing? It must be, because I have it. And I don't know, I just... not my thing, again, so it's going. Why is that in here? I love that book. The next one I bought that I'm getting rid of, this is not a haul video. This is an on-haul video. This is Nevermore by Kelly Craig. I got this and I tried reading it, and it sounds so good. Like, I love the idea behind this. Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite poets ever, and so when I saw this and read the description, I wanted to read this so bad. And basically her life is a bunch of poop after poop, and she kind of goes into this dream world that is written from a notebook by a peer at her school, man thing, and he's dark and edgy and moody, you know, that type of world and guy. And basically he's writing like Edgar Allan Poe stories, and they're coming to life in that dream world, and she's going through them. And that's what I thought sounded so cool. Oh my gosh, she's going through the poems. Why not, right? That sounds pretty interesting. But, and there's always a but, it sucked. I'm sorry if you love this book, but my gosh, I could not get into it. I tried 10 times, 10 different times to get into this book, and it never worked. I just can't do it. Which is a really big disappointment, because again, it sounded phenomenal. Next one, it's been mentioned a lot on this channel of my least favorite book ever that I've read. And I can't believe I actually finished this. Or no. No, this is DNF. But I got pretty close to finishing it. And that's The Great Hunt by Wendy Higgins. I read like 56% through. Yeah, that's over a little bit of half. And I can't believe I made it that long because it was terrible. The writing was slow. The descriptions were blah. The characters fell flat. It was not greatly executed, and another disappointment. I don't know if I'm just bad at choosing books, or these books are portraying themselves way cooler than they actually are, and if that's the case, not cool. So the next one I got in an owl crate also, not eons ago, like a few months ago, and that is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Althertali. You know, I can read names. Not my kind of book. It's just not something I'd read. So I didn't bother trying to read it. I know I'm not going to like it. So it's just been sitting there, and I decided make room for new ones. The next one, I once again thought it'd be so amazing and turned out pretty flat, like a pancake. And that is Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. Yes. I thought it was awesome, the plot-wise, and it just fell flat. I even got pretty far in. I got like this far. You can't really tell how far in I've got, but it's like pretty close to the middle. And then I just stopped reading because, well, to be honest, I was forcing myself to read it, and I decided not to finish it. And so there we go. It's just been sitting there. It does not need to sit there anymore. The next one is also a Owl Crate book. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Owl Crate. That is Girl Against the Universe by Paula Stokes. You can't even see that. I could read it and let you know. Maybe I should be a good booktuber and actually let you know what it's about. So something about she's always safe and bad things always happen around her, I guess, and then she decides to stay in her room for her rest of her life and meets a really cute tennis player, and it just goes on. I don't know. It sounds really weird to me and not like something I'd want to read. So this is another series I bought forever ago, and that is, what is it called? I think it's called the Halo series because the first book's Halo, I believe. I believe that's the first book. But I have Halo, Hades, and Heaven. That's what that is. I read the first book and I bought all three together because they were at half price books together, and I thought, why not? It sounded pretty cool. And I only got like 30% through of Halo. I love books about angels and demons and heaven and hell coming together and stuff like that, and where it's kind of like a star-crossed lover of an angel dating a demon type thing. I love those. I think they're interesting, and that's why I wanted to give this a chance. But like most of the other books in this pile, it just fell flat. I don't know. I can't get into the writing, and that's really all I can say. I just didn't really like the writing or the characters. The next one is another series, and that is the Nightshade series. I think that's the first book. I think that's the first one. I think that's the name of the series. By Andrea Kremer. Whoa. Light. There we go. I have Nightshade, Blood Rose, and Wolfsbane. I love werewolf books. I really do. I can never get enough of them. It's really hard to find good ones though. Like, really hard. And I thought these would be it. But to be honest, I just got bored. It was the same stuff that's been done over and over again. And it's hard to find something original like this anymore because it's all been done. So I just couldn't finish the series. This is the Hereafter trilogy. There's a price tag on there. Ignore that. It's a really beautiful cover. I think that's what really attracted me to it. This is by Tara Hudson. I have that one, Arise, and Elegy. And it has an interesting premise. She's like a ghost, and he's trying to figure out how she died, and they're trying to help each other, and blah blah blah, and they fall in love, and that's obviously impossible because she's a ghost and he's living, but they must go through something and end up together. I don't know, but it's just, once again, I could not get into it, and it failed for me. Okay guys, so there is my on-haul video. That's pretty awesome. I made tons of space kind of on my shelf. You can kind of see a empty box area right here. That is an empty half shelf. More books I can put in it. I told my mom I was doing this. I was like, Mom, I can get more books. So, thank you for watching the on-haul video. I hope that was interesting. I don't know if it is. I don't know if you guys care about when I'm on-hauling or not. But there that is. And awesome. That was fun. I might do it again 2 years from now. So on to the giveaway part. Yay! The book I'm giving away has been talked about quite a bit lately on Twitter and stuff, and the booktubes. And I got it in my Owl Crate box last month, July, I think it was. And that is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. This is not a book I would read. I have no interest in it. It's just not what it sounds very boring to me, to be honest. And so I've decided to do a giveaway so you could enter and try to get this book. Because it was Owl Crate, it came with an awesome item, which I will be gladly putting in with it. And it comes with this little map with all these places on it, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty cute, so I'll give it to you, whoever wins. Pretty neat. So the rules, yes, there are rules. We are here for the rules, guys. So the rules are, be subscribed to my channel. If not, subscribe now. Alright, and like this video. 2, I didn't say 1, 2, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which the links are down below. 3, make sure you tweet this video with a hashtag the Vice giveaway. I think that's a pretty cool name for it. And that will go to the spot so I can see who is tweeting about it and talking about it and whatnot. So this will run until the 26th of August. I'll probably end it at like midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you enter that, thank you so much. I really much appreciate it. And again, I just want to give away something to my awesome followers, even if you don't watch these videos much or you just kind of exit out after 2 minutes because you're annoyed by this hot mess. I understand, but you're still there, and I'm going to give something to you as my thanks. So, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you subscribe and thumbs up this video, share it around if you like, and I will see you next time.